so I'm over it. I have been trying to film and record this video practically half the day. And I will include my little bloopers at the end because, you know, everyone has to laugh at themselves every once in a while. But here, my hour and a half video, I'm going to try to condense it down into about 10 minutes. It's been one of those days. Actually, it's been one of those weeks. And this is why what I'm about to talk about kind of comes into play. So I finally just had to put it down and say, okay, let's start over again, which is always a good thing sometimes. But yes, so I'll insert a clip right now of what I'm going to talk about. Hi, my name is Sandy and I'm Artistic Mystic, and today is the 2018 Pagan Challenge, letter H for healing. Okay, so moving on to that topic, right? Just wait until the bloopers, guys. Hopefully it makes your day because I'm going to tell you something. It was hilarious. It was just comical. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my poppets. I'm going to talk about how I utilize them. I'm going to talk about some stuff that I haven't tried yet because I think it's interesting and I just wanted to share it with you guys because maybe it'll help me or help you on the healing journey. So yes, I talk about my poppet, the one that makes the, you know, every once in a while makes appearances on my videos. And she was my first poppet that I've ever made, actually. And I made her for healing. And actually it was healing for my digestion and my allergy issues that I've had, and doctors can't give me a diagnosis. So I put her together and I used a bunch of herbs. Yeah, starting over again, I put everything away. So I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Okay. Sorry. I hit the monitor. Yeah, and I'm not going to edit this. I'm not. So if there's an interruption, it's happening. I'm not editing. I'm just done. I'm done. All right. Okay, back to the poppet. Okay, utilizing poppets for healing purposes. So I put in her, I grabbed the wrong piece of paper. It's happening again, guys. I swear to God. Okay. So in her, let's start step by step, okay? So first, I just picked a simple cotton fabric, and this design, I just drew this out. So you can go online and you can get like little doll patterns, but really to connect yourself with it and put your energies into it, I highly suggest just drawing out your own pattern. So yeah, I did that, and then I took and I specifically chose the color blue for healing. And with my intentions, I went around and I stitched, obviously leaving a little opening so I could put some stuff inside her. But with every stitch, I had my intention in mind that, you know, I'm gonna heal myself physically, mentally, however I need to do it. Every time that I see my poppet, it's gonna remind me to be mindful of that, and where I want to go with my health and what my outcome is that I want. So with every stitch, I went around telling myself that in my mind. And then, so on the inside of her, I made just a little fat piece of square fabric, and I put all these herbs in there. I'll name them off for you really fast, okay? But just look them up because you can get the properties. So I did dandelion, jasmine flower, orange peel, red rose hips, rosemary, yarrow flower, mugwort. So those were the herbs. And then for my stones, I did orange calcite, amethyst, garnet, and fluorite. And then I added in, if you guys watched my live, I mentioned it. I probably grossed some people out, but yes, I do blood magic. So I used some of my moon cycle blood. And for me, it just connects. It just connects with the poppet more for me, because some of my ailments kind of stem from that as well. So I just felt that it was going to make that energy just a little bit more, the connection a little bit more stronger. But you can use your saliva, fingernail clippings, your hair, stuff like that. So it's just a DNA basically that will create that connection. So yeah, so that's poppet healing. I mean, poppets can be used for protection or whatever, luck or money, but in this case, this is what my poppet was for, but was for healing. So that's one way. And there's the other methods, obviously, that we always hear about, which is meditation, self-care, taking time to go within, changing your situations. First and foremost, do a purification, do a cleansing. In a lot of cases, that'll help people, clarity. Which direction do you need to go in? So I highly recommend that. Doing a purification ritual, doing cleansing ritual. Let's see. And some of them that I looked up, purification, cleansing. So we would do energy, power. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I think this is, I don't know what I was looking at. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I'm not editing that, so just, yeah. It's the end of the day. My brain's fried. But anyways, do that. Burn your sage. Do what you do. Take your make a sachet of your what's it called? Like put your salts together. Like so, salt, herbs, and essential oils. Take a bath. That's one way to do purification cleansing. What else? A couple of ideas that I wanted to run by you guys that I haven't tried, but if you've tried them, please leave a comment and let me know how it turned out, because I'm always interested in trying new ways for mental clarity and healing your mind and healing from within, because I strongly believe mental and physical they go hand in hand. So if one is off balance, the other one is going to be off balance, obviously. So it's all about coming and finding a balance for you, because my balance can totally be different than yours. Just remember that. Everyone is different. No one path is going to fix a bunch of people. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I don't believe in dieting and stuff like that, because not one diet is going to fix. Just because one person had success on it doesn't mean another person's going to have success on it. It's the same thing when it comes to your healing. Oh, sorry, Nat. Okay, sorry. But not one person on that road of healing. You might be able to pick a few nuggets from what that person did to help you, but I don't believe that it's always true for both, for one person to another. Okay, just my 2 cents. Okay, I'm done rambling. I'm done. So, a few things that I found. A wellness symbol. Haven't looked it up, not quite sure what this would be used for, other than if you made a symbol and maybe put it on your lunchbox, or made a symbol, put it on your refrigerator or on your desk to remind yourself, maybe, a mental reminder, okay, pay attention to what you're eating today, or it's time to get up and take a walk, or, stuff like that. Let's see. I've never done this either. Write a water blessing. So, to me, when I think of this, I think automatically if you're going to write a water blessing, it's at bath time or taking a shower, or if you could do it when you're drinking, if you're in the morning, if you're trying to get into a routine of drinking warm lemon water, have that sitting on the refrigerator and you can do your little blessing on it. It keeps you mentally stimulated and mentally aware of your intentions, is how I see it. Let's see. Okay, meditation. We went over that one. Do a dedication to your body. That's being mindful and respecting your vessel. Work with colors that associate health for you, which for me, blue, any color blue. Let's see. Bear's in the background. Say hi to Bear. Oh, this one was cool. Work out or do a routine that is dedicated to a deity. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so that one I'm probably going to have to try. Beauty ritual, which most women and I'm sure men have a beauty ritual, which has to do with grooming and doing the face mask and getting your nails done and just taking time out for yourself, and taking a moment again to pamper. For me, it's massages. I love massages, and I haven't had one in quite some time. I just love the way that I feel afterwards, so it's time. I'm overdue. I need to do that. Let's see. Oh, this one was cool. So, excuse me, guys. Again, not editing, sorry. Doing or creating a dedicated space. So when you're doing a meditation specifically designed to do like a body scan. So you start at the crown and you go all the way down through your body, and then you're mindful of like say, okay, I had brain fog all day today, or my shoulders really ache in this one spot, or does your heart hurt? Are you worrisome and stuff like that? Just how you're feeling, and you go through your whole body and you scan, and then after your meditation's over, you would actually have a dedicated journal, and you write down how that scan went for you, and then I'm assuming you would do it for a few days in a row, and see if there's a pattern to it. See if there's something in your life that's causing you to feel that way. So that's another good idea. I might have to try that one as well. Of course, journaling and doing diaries. Lately, I've had really, really trippy dreams, guys. Really trippy dreams, and I have a tendency of I'll remember them like right when I wake up, and then throughout the day, of course, I forget them. So I'm really, really contemplating doing a dream journal. I'm not really a journal type of gal, but I've been contemplating that lately because I'm just trying to put the pieces together, because some of them have been extremely visual and vivid. And I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but in my dreams, it actually like feels like it's real. Instead of it feeling like, oh, I'm in a dream, it's weird. But that's one. Do a gratitude practice, which to me, gratitude practice, you can journal it, what you're grateful for at the end of the day. You can wake up in the morning and write down like 3 things that you're grateful for in the morning, and then you can reflect in the evening. A lot of people do that kind of thing. Keeps their frame of mind in the positive and optimistic. Let's see. This one's different. Research planetary connections to your health. I never thought of that, but it's interesting to me, so I might just have to do some research on that one. I'm wondering if they're talking about astrology. I've been dabbling in astrology lately, so I mean it kind of makes sense to me, but I hardly know that much. I mean, I had an astrology reading, I had my natal chart done, and I'm still trying to put the pieces together because I'm still trying to learn like what houses are. Yeah, it's a lot of research and a lot to know when it comes to astrology. So there's an awesome lady. I had her name written down. Oh, what did I hit? Okay, I'm hitting buttons. Whoops. Her name is Elissa Sharp. On her YouTube, it says Elissa Trahan. But on her YouTube, she always puts Elissa Sharp. But she does astrology, and she actually goes about it with a sense of humor and a way that at least I can understand, so it's not so textbook. So I will put a link to her channel below, but I absolutely adore her, and I've learned a lot by watching her and the information that she talks about astrology. And then also, okay, sorry, I had to edit that one. My daughter ran past me in a bathing suit, so I had to edit. But that's the only one edit. But what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about an astrology book. I've looked at astrology books in the past, and they're all just very okay, so my brain does not function. I'm a very visual person, and I can't always connect when I'm reading, like my comprehension, like I can't connect the dots, if that makes any sense to you guys. I don't know if this would make any sense, but Sometimes I don't make sense to myself. But yeah, so this is the book that I found. And inside, it actually had a lot more information than all the other books that I ran across. Because it's almost as if in the other books you had to really know what you're looking for. And in this one, it actually, like, it's step by step by step, and it, like, explains it. So it was really helpful. And I'll leave that information below for you guys. So that was that. I don't want to go too much into that because remember, I'm trying to keep this short and sweet so I can post it for you guys. But yeah, so that was the research planetary connection to your health. Something you were glad to let go of. So these are just like probably writing prompt exercises for journaling. So something you're glad you let go of. Do grounding practices. For me, grounding practices would be just basically in my garden with no shoes on, and I just make sure that my feet are touching earth in some way, shape, or form. And I just take a minute, close my eyes, let the sun shine on me. I'm a sun person. So that, and I take a few moments to do some grounding in the mornings. Let's see, spell or ritual to release. So that's another thing. Do spells that or rituals to release. Here's another writing prompt. What does balance look or mean to you? And then what do you really love about your body? So these are all things I think they stem along the lines of shadow work. I haven't dabbled in that too much.
We're going over to
Oops.
Romans.
Okay, I want you home in a few. Half an hour.
I hope you're not lying.
I'm not editing that.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Okay, so magical correspondence to your favorite food. This one's different. I have to look this one up. I've never really looked that up. So correspond to your favorite foods and make a connection with some healthy eating. Mandalas. I've done mandala work before for healing. Those are pretty powerful things. It basically is a way for you to focus on one thing instead of sitting and meditating in silence, which I know a lot of people can't do. You would just basically create a mandala. Sorry, guys. I got one of those yucky tickles in my throat. And of course, your divination, work with your tarot, work with your oracle, your runes, whatever your choice of divination is, and reflect on your wellness. And then create teas, juices, and tinctures for any of your ailments. That's another way to do some healing. Okay, guys, so short and sweet. Those were just some ideas. So there you go. Have a beautiful night. I'll talk to you later. Yeah. I'm lost for words here. Yeah. Here we go again. So I do believe. I'll edit that. Okay. This is going to be like the longest video ever. Today is just not my video day. This is probably my third attempt on this video. Okay, let's see if I can kind of do this. It's not my daily video. Some days I just wish that I had an office that had doors. Okay, guys. 47 minutes have passed. I've been trying to do this video. It's insane. Okay. Where was I?